You're late.
Hey, Peter, welcome to our AI Leads by Intention webinar. How are you today?
Okay, do we have an opportunity to share what we do and
Yeah,
where we
yeah.
live and all
Let,
that?
let's let's make it happen. Tell me. I want to hear more.
Well, I'm from Dallas, Texas, is where I live. And I've been a lead generation specialist for 30 years.
Okay.
And I know AI is something that's going to eventually take over everything and everybody.
Yeah,
Um, and so I've been doing this for 30 years, representing over 200 companies, 15 different industries. And one of the clients I represent right now is a company that sells software to roofers that use drones
yeah.
to take pictures of wind and hail damage to residential shingle roofs. So I'm very familiar with AI, but I get a lot of my leads by going to local networking groups, which are people that I can trust maybe a lot more than some of the people I meet on the internet,
Yeah.
because I need to get to know people and a little bit about who they are and get references. And because anybody can come on here and sell a product or service, but I've learned from the school of hard knocks that you can't take everything that people say at face value. I'm a Christian guy. I base my life on trusting him more than myself to make decisions, whether it's personal or business. I'm all about building long-term relationships with people. I help clients like yourself to find people to attend webinars, seminars, and I do real well at what I do. I've helped companies to increase their cash flow to as much as $8.5 million a year because I pre-qualify people. Anybody can, say a referral, here's somebody that might be interested, why don't you give them a call? But what I do is all the clients I represent, they give me a script, a short little presentation to tell people who they are and what they do, and then ask questions to see if they meet the criteria, what they're looking for. Another client I'm working for is a company called Like Minded, because we all want to connect with like-minded people. And what they do is look for people like you to either sponsor or host a meetup group.
Okay.
So I help him to find people like that. He kind of works direct. A lot of people work directly with meetup group, that sponsor or host their own meetup groups on a regular basis. So I've been here in Texas 33 years, but I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. That's my hometown.
So we're gonna I'm gonna share some incredible stuff with you. But I know you're in our system. I just want to make sure that I got your cell phone. If something goes wrong, then we can connect tomorrow, whatever. Okay. So what is your
Yeah, 972-979-5262. Now, where are you located?
I'm in Vegas and in New York. I'm right now in New York. I spend my summers in New York, and then when it gets a little bit cooler in Vegas, I go back in Vegas in August.
So
And
you have, what part of New York? Are you in Brooklyn?
no, I'm here in New Jersey and Newark in between.
Okay, because my mother and my grandmother grew up in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, we're near Penn
If you're
Station.
familiar with that area. And I've been to Vegas a lot because I know that what you lose in Vegas stays in Vegas.
There's a saying between, like I'm a married man, but the celibate says, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except pregnancy and STDs. You bring those back, right? You leave your money there, but there's two things you always can bring back, and great memories, right? So
Yeah.
972-979-972-979-5262. Do you have a website or something?
Yeah. The name of my company is Creative Marketing Concepts, and I'm on LinkedIn and Facebook.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure, now that I'm thinking, I think I met you maybe at a HNP event,
What's an HMB event? What's that?
Happy Neighborhood Project, no?
Um, I pretty much stay here in Dallas. I go to a lot of job fairs and trade shows and conferences, but it's been 22 years since I've been to Vegas, and it's been about 45 years since I've been to New York. But most of what I do is right here in Dallas. I will tell you this, I go to about 6 different local networking groups per week that have about 40 to 50 people that show up, and a lot of them would probably benefit from what you do. but I get about 4 to 6 good prospects with each networking group that I go to, where 85% of those prospects become salespeople,
Mhm.
because I ask questions to find out where people are coming from before I try to sell them anything. And then I make about 200 calls a day when I make business to business calls. And I get about 1 to 3 leads an hour, with, again, 2 out of every 3 leads that become customers. So I do real well at what I do.
Wow.
And again, I'm working with a company that sells AI software to roofers, but the owner created the software himself. He used to work for a company called EagleView, which is a large AI software company that works with roofers all over the country, and they offer a lot of different options as far as AI stuff. So
Wow.
I'd be interested to see how I
Yeah.
can get more leads based on what you
Well,
do.
and there's two conversations to have here before I start. One is that we have an affiliate program,
Uh-huh.
and what we're doing has been tested and it works. The stuff is
Uh-huh.
good. I mean, really, or else I wouldn't be spending all my time promoting it,
Right.
number one.
Right.
Number two is we have an affiliate program. So I'm sorry, anybody that introduces us to somebody, we have an affiliate link with affiliate, like just the affiliate link is free. You get your marketing materials. You can send out 3 or 4 emails that are different promoting this. There's the videos. And when they sign up, you have your own link, you get your commission.
Right.
And we're pretty generous. We're pretty generous on commission. So
Yeah. Well, I work strictly on commission. So basically what I do is, and most of my clients, if I find you a prospect and I schedule a one-on-one or a webinar or whatever, I get paid based on quotes given, or people that I can find to come to a webinar that might show an interest, that might want to think about it.
okay.
So I charge between $100 to $150 per qualified prospect. And then the commission can be, my commission structure runs anywhere from 10 to 20% of whatever the original, uh, whatever the cost is originally that you would charge a customer to agree to a long-term contract,
Yeah.
or somebody that wants to pay on a one-time deal. That's how I work it. I'm not into multi-level marketing at all. But I work with financial planners. I've worked with real estate people, insurance people, business coaches. I can find you the right kind of people
Oh,
that would be willing to come to a webinar that could become a regular customer.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, we will have that conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, as I said, our clients, there's nobody. Usually, it's $500 to $1,000 a month. We have clients right now that are higher than that. So when we pay a 10 or 20% residual, and there's no
Yeah.
end, it's not like 6 months. It's however,
Yeah.
you know
No,
that.
I get residual income from each time if somebody signs up to become a customer with this roofing company. I get a commission with the initial sale, but then I get the same commission every month that they continue to use the
Yeah.
software. Yeah,
So,
that kind of
so
thing. And
we're
I work with a direct hire placement and recruiting firm. I'm not a recruiter, but I help her find companies that are hiring in certain specific positions. And so anybody that wants to meet with her and talk to her about jobs that I find on LinkedIn and Indeed, once they become a customer, I get 10% of the initial placement. But then any other job that's placed in that same job category, I still get the same 10% of whatever the, yeah.
we're aligned here to do business together.
Cool,
And
cool, cool,
yeah, so and I
cool.
also see there's Amal that just joined us. AMAL. Amal, are you there? Amal, I see you just joined us. Okay, cool. Guess Amal is. I just went and get my glass of water, so I'm sure you're doing the same here. So let's get the show rolling here. Let's get the show rolling. Let me share this first slide. And that's it, like this. And here we go. That should be there. There we go. So, my name is Jacques Skutecki, and I am a business innovation strategist. So, once upon a time, we started doing some advertising. And that advertising in the beginning was really all about radio, print, billboards, and that's how the whole thing started. And when you're using that category of advertising, paid advertising, there's a couple of things you want to make. Let me open the full screen here. There's a couple of things that you want to make sure of, because when you're doing that type of advertising, it is very challenging, right? And because you want to make sure that you're going to catch the attention of people, number one. Number two, you want to make sure that you catch the right eyes because they have to see your advertising. And then number three, you want to make sure that you catch the right ears, that if you are on radio or TV, they can hear what you have to say. And that's how the whole thing started. I'm making this a very short story, by the way, right? So then you had the rise of digital ads. And when you're talking about digital ads, you're really talking about a more advanced technology that obviously is on some type of computer, runs with a software. And then you're talking about Facebook ads, you're talking about Google ads. And we have all those other platforms too right now, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, and Twitter, just to name a few. But then you also have the challenge, right, of creating ads that are very targeted, that will get the attention. And very often creating these ads, it's a question of trial and error. Now, reaching the ideal client, it's still it's still about guesswork. And then once we look at those two platforms, there's a bunch of other platforms that exist that are a little bit more specialized. And we're talking about GBP, Google Business Profile, which is a free space from Google where you can promote your business. And then there's other platforms that we know very well, Nextdoor, Yelp. Yelp is very popular. And some of them are a little bit more specialized, like Angie, like Home Advisor, like TechRabbit, House, Thumbtack, and Fiverr. And they also cater to clients looking for a specific type of service. But now you're competing. And a lot of these sites where owners or business owners, they put their name on there. For example, we're talking about roofers with Peter. They pay to be listed in that catalog. But when the person is looking for a roofing job, what's going to happen is that quote will go out to 4 or 5 different roofers. And then what that means is that you're competing on price, right? And that is how it used to be done. Well, it's still being done that way, but that's how it used to be done. So I don't know if anybody has any comments about this, any ideas. Amal, is this a world that you live in right now?
Hello, hi.
Hi, Amal, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you? I'm so grateful to be here because I work in my thesis about advertisement, electronic advertisement, and I do researchers about semiotics in the advertisement. And it will be, for me, it's a large information.
Good. Where are you
Yeah.
located?
I'm from Algeria.
And where are your clients based?
What?
Where are your clients? You're in, a lot of people are remote, right? So if you're in
Yeah,
Algeria, where are your clients in Algeria?
yeah, in Algeria, yes.
Okay. Do you have any clients? Are you with your organization, are you looking for any clients in America?
Yes, I was been in America in November 2023, and I spent 2 months there studying English, and I back to Algeria to finish my thesis.
What type of clients were you looking for?
I'm looking for to finish, of course, the thesis and to be a teacher at university.
To be what?
A teacher,
A teacher in university.
yeah,
Okay, so you're studying and you're looking for to find a job as a teacher in one of the US universities.
yes.
Okay, cool. It's good.
Thank you.
Love it. I love it.
Thank
Well,
you very much.
there's always a room for talent in America. Always room for talent.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's pretty much so usually, you know, depending on the amount of people, we have a conversation about about digital ads. So I'm going to continue here. The challenge of digital ads is really about you have to invest time, you have to invest money, because you have to create the ad, you have to optimize the ad. Designing ads that will stand out is challenging, because not only now do you have to create the ad, you also have to deal with algorithms that change all the time with Facebook and Google, but you also have the fluctuating cost. Like 20 years ago, doing Google ads was very cost efficient. Now it is not as cost efficient. And it's very difficult to stand out in a crowded digital space. It really is not easy. It really isn't easy. So there are frustrations. And the type of frustrations we get is pretty much that you're getting low conversion rates, right? Depending on what you're buying, depending what you're promoting, what you're selling, right? There's a cost per click, there's a cost per ad, depending on how you look at it. And when you really want to attract people to read your ad, you want to generate traffic, right? And then you want to get clicks and clicks and views. And that requires continuous fine-tuning, nonstop, right? You can't just put an ad and keep it on there for the next 2 months. Every week you got to look at your metrics and do some fine-tuning. And the sales conversion from those ads still is very challenging. And your return on your investment is not necessarily that good. It is challenging unless you have a very high ticketed item, then it makes more sense to start using Google ads or Facebook ads. But if you're selling something that's $20 or $50 or $100, it may not be the best way to go there. There's other ways that are a lot more efficient, like Google Business Profile. That's what we do. And Google Business Profile is very, very powerful when you have a retail space to be able to to attract traffic from your competition. So now we are in the world of digital AI ads. And let me share this with you here. And this is the world of AI, and this is what we're going to be talking about today. And
I get AI Copilot AI on my computer all the time now.
yeah, and there's different ways, and I'll share with you. And I'm sure that the way AI is being used now is pretty much with ChatGPT, right? We're using AI to create content, to create blogs, newsletters, emails. You can even we create videos with AI. We create music, soundtracks with AI, and images with AI. Matter of fact, this image was created by us through AI. So AI now has become that person, that thing that's your live assistant. And this gentleman has got that live assistant. And that's the way I like to position leads by intention, because that's what this conversation is all about, is leads with intent. It's like you are running your business, you're running your computer, and on your side, you have an assistant that is finding these leads that want to talk to you. Okay, so that is so that's the conversation that I'm going to have with you right now. So if I'm back there, cool. So AI is in marketing today, and as I mentioned, AI is a very powerful tool through ChatGPT, and we all have more or less experience using it. But what I can tell you is that ChatGPT, whether it's 4.0 or the paid or the free version, has really allowed us to create so much more content, right, on any topic. When we decide that we're going to talk about something, we find 3-4 points, we work at ChatGPT, and there we have, we went from 4 points to 5 points, right? It brings you so many suggestions that you can integrate in your presentations, in your content, that really allows you to stick out from the crowd and also allows you to stick out from your competitors. AI is about a marketing shift in behavior. game changer. The power of AI targeted leads is a revolutionary approach. No more guessing, no more guesswork, no more wasted efforts. AI is also about generating leads in real time. I hear some background noise. Is there a way we can cut the sound on that, Mayland? On who else is, someone's there with background noise? You can cut the microphone or the audio. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so AI is about generating leads in real time, and that is the power, because the technology analyzes behavior by scraping vast amount of data points. It's looking for digital footprints across several search engine platforms. And it's finding who is searching, who is interested in your product, in your service in real time. That's what AI targeted leads do for you. AI is about precision targeting. Can you imagine using a razor-sharp marketing message and sharing it with a captive audience with the right people at the right time, meaning they're interested in engaging with you? These leads want to hear more from you, and these leads are ready to buy. AI is all about higher conversion rates. No more wasted time. No more cold calling prospects. Leads that listen, leads that ask questions, leads that allow you to shorten the sales cycle. And when you shorten the sales cycle, what does that mean? You're going to get more sales. AI is about cost-effective marketing, meaning that the AI targeted leads by intention saves you on your advertising budget, right? Because it's getting you more quality leads, meaning more sales, and it's maximizing your ROI. So let me wrap up a little bit about how AI targeted leads is really impacting the marketing function in any company. It's real-time lead generation, it's precision targeting, it's higher conversion rates, it's cost-effective advertising, and it is a marketing game changer. And yes, I will make a resistible offer a little bit later about our YBN AI leads. But before we continue, I was wondering if anybody has any questions.
What is the most cost-effective way to generate leads?
The most cost-effective way to be able to generate leads is you knowing exactly what your client avatar is, who your client avatar is, number one, and number two, when they want to find you, what are the key words they're using that's connected to your business category?
Life insurance.
Pardon me?
Life insurance.
Yeah, well, life insurance, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. We have a company that's buying about 100 leads a day right now. That's probably 100 times 20 days is about 2,000 leads a month, about 2,000 to 3,000 leads a month. And what this company is doing is they have a discount insurance program. So they are looking for specific people that are looking for a discount dental plan. They're looking for people that are looking for a discount pet insurance plan, right? So those are the key words for what they are looking for. And the way we have been working with them, it's very simple. We go by zip code. So I'm right now, this is Manhattan, right? This side is New Jersey, and this is Newark, right? And then you have Queens here. But when we do the searches, we have to go by zip code. We'll take the 10 zip codes or the 5 zip codes in one area around one city, and then we'll do a search in that area. Now, the keywords that we use to search that area are not necessary. Let's say we're looking in New Jersey, right? Which is on the west side of Manhattan. The keywords to be used to find the leads most likely will be different than the ones in Queens, believe it or not, because you have a different racial profile, you have different ethnics, and you have also different ways of how people are looking for things. So we figure out with the AI in a particular region, right, what are the best keywords. So we put them in the system come back and they say, well, we tried these 3 keywords. We should really go with those other keywords, because for example, if we're looking at a category, like for example, I don't know, plastic surgery, right? So if you're looking for a plastic surgeon and want to find people that want plastic surgery or face, plastic surgery for their face or whatever, well, there's some keywords that have to be used. And the system, because it's AI, we train it comes back to us with suggestions. We pump in 5 or 6 keywords. It comes back. It says the 3 best keywords are this, right? And then they do a run of, for example, 5 leads or 10 leads, and they come back and say, wait a minute, we're noticing that, with the zip codes and the demographics, we may want to try these keywords. It's a little bit like what we do on Google Business Profile. You look at your competition and you're trying to determine what is the best communication, the best words to communicate directly with those users or those people interested. And that's what we do. So we go in real time, we scrape the internet, we find the data points, and then it comes back and it gives us suggestions, and it tells us exactly what the contact names are. And I'll give you a little bit more information at the end of what information you get. And they're all opt-in, by the way. Did I say they were opt-in? Yes, I did say they were opt-in. So when you connect with them, they're waiting for your call. These are not cold called emails. They are people that are looking and they know they're going to be communicated. Any other question?
Yeah. What is your system and how does it generate leads?
What is our system? Well, we have a white label, and we are associated with another company that, well, these are 3 companies that merged together, and they white labeled their services, and we have a white label with them, and they have this AI program that does this for us. So exactly what is their propriety, or I don't know. I can't answer that question. But what I do know is that they're freaking good. That's what I know. When people buy about, let me give you some data. In the insurance, out of 1,000 contacts, right, 1,000 leads that discount insurance will purchase from us, out of 1,000 leads, they usually get about 50 sales out of that. In the real estate market, out of 500 leads, I mean, like, really babysit it. When leads are babysitted with a CRM system, someone's got some background noise there, and it's not comfortable for all of us. Is there a way we can shut down that background noise? Maylene? So, for example, in the real estate market, we have several users in the San Diego area, and what we've noticed is that when they buy the leads with a CRM, they get a 22% conversion rate. When real estate agents buy the lead and no CRM, right, no automated system, which I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, they're getting 3-5% conversion. And
what is CRM?
A customer relationship module. It's not something like a CRM is not. It's not, for example, Constant Contact or MailChimp. Those are email systems. A customer relationship, and I'll talk a little bit more about exactly what a CRM is. So when you use a CRM with those leads, you really, really increase your chances of conversion and communication. And the engagement is so important with these leads. And at the time, like, we do a scrape this morning. We did a scrape this morning from 6 a.m. to about 12 for one of our clients. And at 1 o'clock, they got their leads. They got 100 leads today. But you have to get back to them ASAP. So the first thing you need to do is send them an email. And then you send them right away an email with a call to action. And the best call to action is going to be, click here to my calendar, click here and watch my short video, right? That's the best call to action right now. And then you want somebody to be able to send a text message right away, right? And again, in that text message, there's a call to action. And ideally, within the same day, you have someone call. So those are 3 ways that are not annoying for somebody that is looking for something. Now, if I get from you a text message and I get an email and I get a call telling me that, knowing that I am looking for a home in zip code, 89117, or I am looking to buy an electric car, or I need plastic surgery for my wife or my spouse, if you connect with me 3 times during the day, I'm going to say, wow, they have their act together. And that is the power of engagement. And automation is the best way to do that. It's the best way to do that. When you don't use the automation, you're not going to get the ROI. And leads are not that expensive. I mean, leads, the market price, our market price for leads are about $20 each. So it's really not expensive. So that being said, engagement is very, very, very important. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about this. So I'm going to position why I got into this business. We have a business, a successful business, but I'll share with you why we got there, because we had a challenge, we had a problem, and we resolved it. Before I start, do you have another question? Okay, so let me see if I can do this again here. So my name is Jacques Skutecki. So I'm going to share with you a little bit who I am and why we do what we do. This should pop up. And it is popping up. Yeah. So my name is Jacques Skutecki. I'm a business innovation strategist. I'm a serial entrepreneur. Just published a book called The Drive to Success. And The Drive to Success is about my business journey. It's about my failures. It's about what happened during crucial economic problems, like what happened when 911 happened, what happened when COVID happened. And every time something happened, there was a major shift in how I did business. And the main reason is because I learned something. When I learn something, I move on to something better. And that's a little bit how I've learned over the years. So I have been in the barter industry for 10 years, right? Hundreds of clients. And what I learned about the trade and barter industry is some really, really, really powerful marketing concepts. And the number one marketing concept that I learned is that the barter industry, trade and barter, is the best kept small business secret for cash flow. If you're small and you want to really save on your cash flow, bartering one-on-one or through a local club or with a bunch of, sometimes you can take 5 different business categories that are very complementary, non-competing, and you can trade and barter together at the restaurant, with the hairdresser, with the printer, and those are or with the coffee shop. Those are categories that go very well together, right? So when I was running my barter organization with a couple of 100 members, we had 2 main challenges. And our challenges is what most business owners have as challenges. Challenge number 1 was we wanted to grow our business, right? Because when you grow your business, you grow cash flow. To grow your business, we needed members, right? So, and what did we do? Is that we needed to find interesting leads. That's what we needed to do. First thing we needed to do. The second thing we needed to do is find a way to follow up with those leads, right? So you find the leads and you have to follow up. If you don't have those 2 things ironed down, and forget branding and websites, if you don't know where to find those leads and you don't know how to follow up, because leads fall through the cracks, your business is going to suffer. And we had a lot of cash flow issues because we had those 2 problems. We didn't have enough leads and we didn't have good systems to be able to follow up. So what happened is that when we would do, we paid for advertising, we went to networking events, we were members of Chamber of Commerce. We even went cold calling door to door, looking for members that can join our organization. We did that. And when we got the information, our second challenge now was, how do you collate that information? You get a business card, you put it in an Excel spreadsheet. Well, I hate to say, but Excel spreadsheets do not make phone calls. Excel spreadsheets doesn't show a pop-up on your phone that you got to call Mrs. Smith. Excel spreadsheets don't tell you that an email just came in. And Excel spreadsheets don't tell you that, oh, you just got a text message. Because those type of communications are on all different platforms. So those were the two biggest challenges that we had. I'm talking about 5-10 years ago. And most of the business owners I speak with today, they still have some of those challenges. Leads and follow-up, because leads fall through the cracks. We have resolved both of them. A couple of years ago, when I was running my barter organization, I woke up one morning and I noticed that my cash flow was really hurting, right? Because I wasn't converting enough, because I didn't have enough leads, but also I didn't have a good system to follow up on those leads, right? To create that engagement. And then I said, that's it. I got to go shop for solutions. I already had in my mind a system on how that could work, but I could not implement it on paper with constant contact, with Excel spreadsheets, with Post-its on my computer or on my desk. It didn't work. I was not converting the way I wanted to, and I could not follow up the way I wanted to. So we found a software, a white label software, and I had this system in place called 12-step cash flow. And 12-step cash flow is all about creating, first of all, there's 3 phases in 12-step cash flow. There's 12, I'm going to make it short. Phase 1 is you got to find your target leads. You got to determine your avatar, and you got to attract them. Phase 2, you got to capture the information and create that engagement. In phase 3 is when they are a client with you. Now you want repeat business. So those are the 3 phases of the 12-step cash flow. And we have automated everything from the first step to the last step. That's what we've done. So we were challenged with that, and we found a solution for the automation for the follow-up. Then for the last 3 years, I have been looking for leads, and we spent thousands of dollars. Oh yeah, we can do appointment setting, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to give us $1,000 up front and $20 per call and this and that. And the stuff that was coming in was not very high quality. These people were not excited to speak with us. These people just wanted to have a chat. Yeah, you know, that can be fun. But no, very rarely would we have a call that, yeah, I have a problem right now. I'm looking for that solution. And leads by intention, that is what leads by intention does. So we were able to resolve the two main problems: automation, follow-up. Leads don't stop falling through the cracks. Now you have high quality leads with all the advantages that we talked about. They have intention. They want to talk to you. They're ready to ask you questions, and most likely they're ready to buy. So those two things have been resolved for us. And the reason I say that is because we all love customers, and business is based on cash flow. And cash flow is the relationship between a lead, a client. No lead, no clients, no clients, no cash flow. Simple as that. Leads, clients, cash flow. That's a triangle. Now, leads for me is about strangers. You're connecting with strangers that become a prospect because you engage with them. And when you engage with them, right, they become friends. And then when you sign them up, or they become your client, now they become a customer. And that's what we do with 12-step cash flow marketing system. That's about engagement. There's one slide I want to share with you that I think it's so important, and I think this is crucial in how we do business. And I hope that, you know, I'm going to share this, that you're able to see, you know, hopefully I can give you just one idea here that's going to help your business, and it should pop up. There you go. This slide is about call to action strategy, right? I talked about leads. I talked about engagement. Now, engagement is starting a conversation, right? We all know that now people say you need 18 touch points, 24 touch points to be able to create a sale, to get a sale. That's what's out there, right? And it's easier than we think because you need to have a call to action to invite them in. And a call to action can be, for example, a landing page, right? Where you give something for free. You collect their name, their email, and their cell phone. They press enter, and now they get that. So what do they get? They can get a download. They can get a short PDF on the 5 ways on how to do this, right? Or they can subscribe to your newsletter. You need to have at least 24 newsletters that you send out every 2 weeks. That means 24 newsletters. If it's every 2 weeks, you're good for 12 weeks, right? We have newsletters that we send out 3 times a week, and we have other newsletters that we send out 1 time a month. It depends, like, in a retail, in a furniture store, we'll do it once a month. But when we're talking with, for example, roofers, we do it 3 times a week. It's just a different marketing approach. So when they subscribe to your email list, now you are educating them. You are creating those touch points, right? Or they can contact you directly. And when they contact you directly, what does that mean? That means they can click a button, call you. They can click a button. And if you have a chat widget on your landing page, on your website, on your Google Business profile, if you have a chat button, when they click on that button, they're communicating with you in real time. And that's why I say contact us. Clicking on a button, having them write something, put their email in there, that's not as powerful because you're not giving anything to them. You could send them to visit your website. So they go to your website. Your website is a catalog, should be a catalog, right? You bring them to your website. You don't want to bring them to Facebook and LinkedIn, all that stuff. No, you're bringing them to your website so they can see what you do. And now they can get interested in what you're doing. Now you need a call to action. You got to give them something because what's the purpose of bringing somebody on your website if you're not capturing their information? Who cares? There's no use to have visitors that you can't capture. So you got to make sure that on your website, there's something that you can give them, something that can be of interest to them, something that can educate them, something that can teach them how they can resolve their problem. I also talk about link and share. You can put like or share. So if you decide that you're sending them to social media, then you're asking them to get involved with you. They can write a review, right? That's sharing a review of the experience they had with you, or they can click that they like whatever posting you got. Or if you bring them from one page to the other page, now you can say, go see my blog on LinkedIn. Right? And at the end of the blog in LinkedIn, make sure there's a call to action. Again, any communication that you share with anybody, you want to make sure there's a call to action. That is what we call engagement. Learn more. Go to my blog, go to my website, watch our video. Watch our video is very powerful. We know of experience that when you add video into email, into a website, we increase the call to action by 20%. Let me share what I mean. If we send out 1,000 emails to roofers, 1,000, we usually get about a 30% open rate. In that 30, that means they open the email, right? They open the email. Once they open the email, who cares? They open the email. We want a call to action. Call to action means that now they pressed on something to find out more. So when they press on that link, they're getting more information about how we can assist them in resolving the problem. They're interested into something, and now we want to educate them about that something. That's a call to action. No email program is good unless you have an active call to action. If we're sending out 1,000 emails to roofers and there's 30% that open and we get a 1% call to action, that's not good. That means that our offer, our call to action is not powerful enough. It's not good enough for the viewer to spend another 5 or 10 seconds in finding out more about you. And the call to action starts the engagement. That's what starts the whole thing. And what is engagement? Phone calls, emails, texting. We do voice drops, right? So what we know when we're noticing when somebody clicked on a call to action and didn't do anything, right? So they watched the video, but they didn't put their name in there, right? Or they clicked and they said, find out more, learn more, and then we know they read it. It's going to be 5 things, like 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or here are the 3 ways, and each way has got like 2 lines. We don't want to. They're not reading the Bible here. We just want to give them some hints, right? Or some tips and tricks. If we notice that they did that and they did not RSVP or join a webinar like this or a one-on-one, any invitation that we send out, then what we do is we send a voice drop. And a voice drop is again a marketing tool. So now we have their phone number, right? Because they're in our email system, and they opt into our email system in the beginning to be able to receive our newsletter. That's how. And the call to action was to go into a newsletter. In the newsletter, we had every time there's a each email in the newsletter has a call to action, and they're all different. They're all different call to action. Find out about this. You want to view this. Did you know about this? And everything that we put in each of those emails is about helping them understand how we can be of assistance to them. That is called engagement. No engagement, you will not get any conversion. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. Anybody have any ideas or comments on how you're creating engagement, and what type of call to action are you using? I know Peter, Peter, if you're still there, I know you do a lot of networking events. So I guess, you're the type that just goes out there and, you just talk to people and you make it happen. And that is a call to action, right? When you go to somebody, you say, this is what I do, and this is how I do it, and this is why I do it. What are you doing? That's a call to action. You're initiating a conversation. I see Mike. Mike, do you? I haven't heard from you yet. I don't know if you're there active, or did you have any comments about what type of call to action that you use?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Call to action. We just talk to people directly on the phone. That's what we're doing for life insurance.
So what type of clients are you looking for?
Life insurance clients.
Is it specifically life insurance? Do you have a target avatar, or is for anybody, or young married couple, or divorced, or people that own their first house?
Anyone who has life, anybody who's alive needs life insurance.
Anybody that's alive.
Yeah. If they're dead, then they don't qualify.
Well, we deal with a client that sells. I mean, did you hear my sharing earlier about our client that sells a discount insurance? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are looking for specific things, like people in a zip code. We'll take 10 zip codes that are looking for discount insurance, for example, for pet care, discount insurance for dental. They're looking for discount insurance for eye care, right? That's what they're looking for. And
Yeah, we're looking for people who need life
said,
insurance.
pardon me?
Looking for people who need or want life insurance.
And we can find that for you. We do. Not difficult. That's what we do. That's our software. If you're interested in having a conversation, I'm going to share with you an offer that's just incredible that we've never done. And that's the way to get started, so you can find out if this works for you, but it works.
What's the best way to reach you?
Pardon me?
Best way to reach you. I just sent you my phone number. What is the best way to reach you? You got a phone, text,
Oh,
email?
yeah, well, if you go to jacques360.com, JACQUES 360.com. I'll put this in a, let me put this in the chat here if I can find my chat. Here's a chat. And there's also a video, if you go to there, and I will show you here. If you go there, let me share with you the share this here. At the bottom, there is a if you go to shockme60.com, you will see that there is a thing at the bottom called YBN. It's called YBN Targeted Leads. But you just go to Jock 3, you have it there, and there's a see there's a YBN logo. Right below you have the website. That's my personal website. And when you open the page, a little video in the back, on the bottom, it says YBN AI Leads. You click there. I got video testimonials there about people that are using our system. And you have written testimonials too. And matter of fact, we got 3 new testimonials this morning, video. And now we're going to post those on there within a day or two. And that's where we can have a conversation. I will be, I'm nearly finished here with my content, and what I'm going to do. Mike, what is your last name, Mike?
Bradley.
What is your cell phone, Mike?
Hold on, I just typed it in. I'll send it again. Okay, I sent it again. In the chat. It's in the chat.
Okay, so I'll have Maylene. Can you check that out? The and take that for us. Maylene's my virtual assistant. She's not AI. She's better than AI. So I did not. I don't want to use AI for an event like this. I mean, she is so much better. I had to fire AI for this event because she is just incredible. So okay, let me share a little bit more about what we do and what we're offering. And I think I went pretty much over I think I went pretty much over a little bit what AI is, what it does for you, and how it works. And I'm going to finish this by making you an offer. I'm going to send you hugs for your business today. And what we're going to do is that I am offering today on this presentation, because this is the first time we do this presentation on Meetup. So I'm going to offer a 50% discount, a 50% offer. And what does that mean? Is that usually our services is a membership base. It's $199 per month. And you can buy as many leads as you want. But usually it's $199 a month for our monthly membership. But what we're going, and then it's $20 per lead. So what we're doing on this offering right now is $99 per month and $10 per lead. Our regular prices are $20, $199 per month, and $199 sign-up fee, which is to set it up. It takes time to set up the system. So what we've done is not only are we cutting our leads from $20 to $10, right? That setup fee now, we're going to be giving 20 leads. So already you're starting with you're not paying a setup fee. That setup fee money is giving you a right away 20 leads. And then you're at $99 per month. And you can buy leads in bundle of 50, 150, or 250. And also what I'm going to do to the 2 first people that decide that they're interested in us, and that's only for today, it's not available tomorrow, is that we will be offering, I will double that. I will be giving out 40 leads for $199 when you join our $99 per month. You can stay 1 month, you can stay 2 months, or you can stay 100 months, whatever you want. So that means that our average lead, our list price is pretty much about $20. Our average lead night right now, people are paying about $12 to $18, right? So at 40 leads for $199, you're paying $5. This is practically at cost. I mean, and this is, but I know our leads work. We want people to try them. And we know that if you get 40 leads and we're going to work as a team, you are going to get conversions here. And that's nothing. And at $199 to get 40 leads, and you should get about 10 people that are interested in finding out, oh yeah, tell me more, how much is it? These leads are people that are looking for you, okay? And that's the offer we have today. And what I'll throw in is a YBN AI business strategy call with me, and that's worth $499. I'm going to give that to you, right? So you're walking away with a saving of $499 on a business strategy call. You're saving on the $199 on the monthly. And so on a monthly, you're saving $99. And on the setup fee, you're getting leads. So this is pretty good. I mean, it does get better than that. And if you, and this is the gentleman you'll be speaking with, which is me, with a suit. Today I don't have a suit. And if you are interested in getting those 40 leads for $199, what you need to do, it's only today, it's you got to text your name and your email to 323-590-0437. 323-590-0437. And when I get your information, I will send you the link that's on top, AI Leads, and I'll show you what that looks like. And then you put the code launch 2024, and that code is only available until midnight tonight. And then we go back to $199 for 20 leads. But anybody that takes a decision today, the two first people that do that will get 40 leads for $199 until midnight today. If you buy them tomorrow, not a problem. We still will be able to give you the discount, but it's going to be 20 leads for $199. But you're always paying $10 a lead. Doesn't matter if you take a bundle, one bundle of 100, or one bundle of 50, or you just want to take a bundle of 250 every day. It doesn't matter. But we will work together to make sure that those leads are optimized for your target market. Any questions? Any questions on this offer? Okay. What is our job? Our job really is to give you YBN AI targeted leads because you want to get found, you want to get calls, and you want to get clients. YBN AI Leads is a game changer. It's your new virtual assistant giving you leads. It's your new concept where you are going to be saving time and talking with people that are interested to hear about you. You're going to be shortening the sales cycle. And now you can say goodbye to some of those paid ads if you are doing paid ads. And if you're not, you're doing a lot of phone calls, just imagine how much time you're wasting. Now, if one client brings in a couple of $100, what's $10 to get a hot lead? And assuming that, out of every probably 10 leads, you'll probably have 3 or 4 people that really want to hear about you. They really want to find out more. Now, you need to have a CRM to make it happen. You're just calling and saying, hey, I'm going to send you an email. You're not going to get the conversion that you should. And yes, we have CRM systems that are available that work with this in a real estate agents. What we have is that they buy the leads, and when they come in, they go directly into a they call customer relationship module. And then
How do we get a CRM?
you get an email, you get a text message. Mike, were
How do we
you?
get a CRM?
Yeah. Was that a question?
Okay, how do we get a CRM?
Oh, well, when you that's what we do. Our CRMs are $297 a month, and they go up to $19.97 a month.
Do you offer a trial?
Yeah, we can do a 1-month trial, and we still have to set everything up. If you're buying the leads, then we can set you up with a trial, yes, and we'll have to discuss how that works. We really have to understand your business and see how we're going to set that up. It also depends on what type of marketing material you got. Like, what do you have ready to create engagement, right? If you're saying, oh, we just have one little brochure and you don't have an email script and you're not doing text messaging from your phone and things like that, it makes it a little bit more challenging, right? I'm just saying that's why digital marketing is so powerful. And I've learned, because I started that way like 10 years ago with nothing, with MailChimp and with Constant Contact, and frustrated that when someone didn't give me their phone number that I could put into my CRM, right, or my email, they wouldn't give me that. They would give me their Facebook or like, what do I do with a Facebook or LinkedIn? But then I have to go on LinkedIn. Oh, look at on LinkedIn. There's no email on LinkedIn. There's only I went through all of that stuff, and that pain and that sweat and that frustration and the loss of revenue, the loss of converting leads. It's finished. I resolved that. And I resolve now the leads. So the leads that we are working on right now are really, really good. I mean, very, very pleased, very impressed. So any other question before we end this webinar today? Again, if you want to grab this offer, what you can do is you can text your name and you can text your email at 323-590-0437, 323-590-0437. And what I will do is I will send you a link. The code is called Launch 2024. And then when you purchase your service, right away, you're going to get an email from us. We're going to have a conversation, and then within 48 hours, you should be getting your first 40 leads. The first time will take about 48 hours. Once you're set up, that's why there's a setup fee, but I'm waiving that. You pay us the setup fee, we give you 40 leads. That's today until midnight. The reason we need to, once it's set up, then we know a little bit your business category. We can see what your competition is doing. We can also see what are the keywords that people are using to find you. So we have to do some work on that. And once that's done, then we do a couple of runs of 5-10 leads, and then we see what's coming in. We share with you. We make sure that you have a system to follow up to create engagement, right? If your engagement is only calling people, it's okay. You're going to get a 3-5% conversion. If your system is really with a CRM where you have information to share with them, you're going to get higher conversions. And if you don't have a system like that and you don't have any materials to feed that system, that's what we do. That's our experience. What we do is we build funnels, we build content, we create videos, we create images. That's what we do. We also do social media. We also do Google Business Profile. So depending on your business category, we can really assist you in getting more visibility, in creating that engagement to make sure that the leads with intention are really well nourished. So you can shorten your sales cycle and generate more cash flow and grow faster. So that is my presentation for today. I want to say thank you so much for attending. I will send a recording. Well, my team will send you a recording of this presentation. And on the recording, you'll have a link at the bottom with the website, and then you can see some of our testimonials on users like you that started using our system and they just love it. And that's it. So thank you so much for taking part of this presentation. Have a great day.